I did. I
Yes.
did do some fire eating in the street that night too.
Oh my
What, you did some
God.
fire eating?
I did. I did do
On
some fire eating in the
Halloween.
street. Yeah, I did.
Oh
I
my God.
did. I did it a couple of times. I'm not
Chris, you
really
have to
sure.
get live proof of that. I know that was like crazy on Halloween.
Yeah, I don't think the neighbors. I don't know. They knew what to think about that. Because they had a table set up outside, and
Yeah.
and I love my neighbors. They were sitting out there and they were handing out candy and stuff from their little table in the front yard, and at one point I lit a couple of torches from the little fire pit that I had in the driveway, and I walk out into the street, and I'm just out there twirling them around in the street, and I looked over, and I'm pretty sure they didn't know what to do or say because they just got quiet, like, what's he gonna?
Oh my gosh, to be your
I mean, is he gonna set that tree on fire? I don't know what he's doing. And I start eating flames, and I blew a couple of huge flames out in the street.
Wow.
like my dad eats fire. What does your dad do?
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
He grills. He barbecues.
He barbecues. He makes bacon.
Yeah.
He plays bocce ball in the backyard.
He tucks me in at night.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
At least
I can
he's
just-
my dad.
I could just see my kid, because I don't tuck him in. I could just see my kid looking at the other kid and going, "Oh, well, I guess you're
Really?
right." And then he
No, he has to be dramatic because you're an actor. He's like, Dad, you suck. And
Yeah.
then like, walk away.
Why can't you be like other dads?
All you do is eat fire.
Sorry, son. I'm just not
That's
like
so
other
funny.
dads.
Right.
Oh,
I
funny.
am just not.
Wow.
Hey, everybody.
I know, right?
Hey.
Hi, guys.
We're just sitting here having a conversation without really acknowledging any of you. Hope you don't
Yeah, I'm
mind.
so completely sorry about that. But
Yeah, we're just. In fact, we're probably just going to sit here for about an hour and just kind of chat,
I wouldn't mind that. I mean,
about
hey,
stuff,
I mean,
stuff
what we
and
do.
things. Yeah,
I'm good with
stuff and
that.
things.
Yeah,
stuff
I'm
and
good with that.
things. Maybe that should be the new title of our show.
No.
Stuff
No.
and things.
No.
So what do you talk about? Please, it's in the title. We just don't
About
want to
stuff
have
and things.
we just don't want to have to repeat ourselves by telling you what we're going to talk about. So we
Maybe
put it in
we
the title.
could change it to that because then it kind of like takes pressure off of us. So if we're just on here rambling one day, like, hey, I lower my
Yeah.
and stuff and things.
Yeah.
Stuff and things.
Mhm.
I don't have
Doesn't
to
really matter what I'm talking about.
Yeah, who needs
Stuff.
content?
I don't.
Stuff and things.
I do not need content.
Nope.
Good Lord, especially quality content.
I know.
Who needs that,
Who has
right?
time for that, right?
Yeah, nobody really needs that game at all. No, thank you.
Why would that
No.
matter?
Mm-mm.
Oh my gosh.
Whatever.
Because we'll keep going. Hi guys, I missed you guys. Sorry I missed you.
Hey,
So
Yeah.
good.
did we missed you last week?
I missed you guys. You know, I don't like missing.
Yeah.
It was our special Halloween special.
I'm glad I kind of
It
missed
was.
that though, because y'all like horror stuff and scary stuff. So
No, we actually didn't. I don't.
I
Think
was gonna
we
say,
did.
interesting though, Chris, you were eating fire on Halloween, and
Yeah, I was.
Bernard's house looked like it was on fire on Halloween.
Yeah.
I told him.
Yes.
I was like, hey, yo, hell is happening in your house right now. Just right now. Like the devil
Yes.
is
Wow.
making tea. Just want to let you
Yeah.
know.
Maybe
I had
Bernard and I
pretty-
were like channeling each other.
Mhm.
Halloween night.
I
Look,
think
and
so.
We had a whole fire thing going on.
you know me.
Right. So
I'm
what
not-
you have, Red, going on?
Yeah.
Nothing
No.
fiery? Nothing sassy?
Well, you know I'm fiery and sassy, so
There you go.
Okay.
you know.
There you go.
Okay. So what were you for Halloween? A sassy nun?
No. Oh, right. No. So I told
Sassy
B,
nun.
I told B like I'm gonna do something like. Well, no, I was like I'm gonna dress up as a nun, but I would be like really fast, like have like a really high split, just totally disrespect everything that it stands for. Just
There you go.
like rogue nun. Yeah.
There you go.
But no, I was nothing. I was a black woman in America. So hey, I mean, that's it.
Mm.
Wow.
No candy.
Wow.
No nothing.
Wow,
Quarantine.
okay.
Not because I'm sick, but
Quarantine.
because I ain't fooling with people. Numbers on the rise. So that's what I did.
Listen, let me tell you, nobody was fooling with nobody that night. Like I only
Nope.
had
I
four
heard.
four visitors. I mean, no. Three people stopped. Not three people, but three stops. That's what happened that whole night. That last stop,
Wow.
I promise you, came at 7:59, and I just did on three kids just to dump the whole bowl,
Oh, I saw
split it
your
between the three.
post. Some
Yes,
kid's gonna get lucky. I saw that.
yes, and
Somebody
they
else had
were.
posted. Somebody else had posted like somewhere else in the city there was nobody. And then even like in Columbus, I think somebody's on my feed. They were like, nobody's out here. Just you
Yeah,
know
it
what?
doesn't surprise me.
It should have been trick or treat in reverse instead of like kids coming. Whoever wanted to give out candy should have just dropped it off in the neighborhood. See,
You know
should have
what?
dropped little bags off like, hey,
We traditionally in our neighborhood have like a lot of kids come through the neighborhood. Like our first year here in this neighborhood, I was like, why? What is it? What is it about our neighborhood? All these kids are coming, and I figured it out. So when we first went here, my wife and I take turns taking Boy out, going trick or treating.
boy,
So my turn with Boy, so I take him out, and we get to this house. They are you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say it because I met a Korean guy one time who
Yep.
told me flat out he thought Halloween. He was being an exchange student here. He thought Halloween was awesome. They don't have anything like it. Where in Korea.
really?
And yeah, and his thing was he told me flat out, he says, and I'll bet you in most of Asia, we don't really do anything like this. He says, it's great, I love it. He thought it was total fun to dress up,
Right.
Look evil, do whatever he wanted to do. And he was a mid-teen, played a mean ukulele too. And he was trick-or-treating. So up the street. Oh, he loves the ukulele. So we go up the street, and I hit a couple of homes, and one of them is a really nice Asian family, lives a few blocks up and way over. We walked up, and there was the dad of the family just smiling ear to ear, as all the kids would come up. He had this whole table out. So, and I was just looking at it, and I looked up at him, and I went, really? And he looked right at me, and he said, hey, the kids come up to eat the candy. We got the candy. It's like this guy went to a convenience store and bought the display boxes
Oh
of all
no!
the full-size candy bars.
Oh,
Wow.
dude.
Every single one. And so here's Boy just, well, I want this one and this one. And the guy's just smiling. He's like, oh, I've got more, and then
I got more.
he had more. And I was just kind of laughing. And he looked at me and he said, oh, come on, Dad. You know you want one too. I did. I picked up a Heath bar. So a Heath bar that's my favorite. I like toffee. And then we go to another home like that. Same thing. And then I get home. I look at my wife and I said, well, I figured it out. Now I know why, our neighborhood is so popular and how puny I felt giving each kid a little starburst in their bag. That's all I had. That's all I had was like this little bag.
Wow.
I had a bag of starbursts, and I'd give each kid like a couple of starbursts. And I was
gotta
like,
do it again next weekend. You gotta make up for that.
oh, no.
Yeah.
This was a long time ago. This was years ago. I learned my lesson.
I'm like,
Right.
hey, Starburst,
now-
I put there. Like, can you complete the pack, please? I know there's like 4 more colors.
So yeah, so we learned our lesson, but this year, like, we can pretty much reflect the rest of Ohio. It's like we barely had anybody going through.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. That's how it was for us. It was like an hour and a half went by. It was nobody, not a single soul on the street, no walkers, no cars driving.
Wow.
And then all of a sudden, it was about maybe an hour and 45 minutes in. Heard some kids coming down the street. It was a little small group. And I really was thinking, like, maybe I should give them, like, a really big chunk of this bowl. And I didn't. And more time went by.
I decided
Another
not to.
like yeah,
Listen,
another 45 minutes went by, and then somebody else showed up, another little kid with a couple parents. And I was like, cool, we got 30 minutes left, and I still have a huge bowl of candy. So that's when I made the post and was like, the next kid that comes up, they're getting all of this. I don't care if it's a
somebody mom
single
was on
kid
Facebook
or
like,
a
go
group.
to the
Some
house
Yeah,
right
lucky
now.
kid.
yeah, exactly. Some lucky kid was able
Oh
to
my
walk
God.
away with the jackpot. And you know what really made me happy was knowing that it ended at 8 o'clock. And when these kids walked up, all their bags were empty.
Ah,
So at 8 o'clock, they were truly lucky that
Yeah.
they got, I mean, they hit the jackpot that night. Like, this is going to be a Halloween that they will never forget, and their parents won't forget or
because
regret
you
taking out.
changed their world.
Yep.
I did some good in 2020.
You
B
did
plus
it.
said, if you eat a Heath bar, you'll be picking toffee out of your teeth for weeks.
Okay. Okay. You know what I have to say to that? I love, okay, because it's me, so I'm going to go there. I
Oh.
love toffee so much. Picking it out of my teeth for a week will be a pleasure. B plus. I will be enjoying that Heath bar for a week.
It's like,
But
you
now
don't even
also
got
that's
teeth, like,
assuming
yeah.
that's also assuming that I didn't brush my teeth at all for a week.
That's true. But even
And that-
after brushing
and
your
that-
teeth, toffee
then
is
it's
hard
just-
to get out.
Yeah. And then if I'm not doing that for a week, then I don't have a whole lot of close friends at that point either.
It's just you and the
Yeah.
toffee.
It's just me and my chewed up toffee.
Yep, just at a light.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So since we're talking about your favorite, that's your favorite, right?
Yeah, that's my favorite candy bar. Yep.
So what about you, Keena? What's your favorite?
Why you in my
Halloween candy?
business, V? Why you in my business? You trying to be
Because
funny? Because he knows.
Bec-
He knows what my favorite is.
But I don't.
I don't. Let me see.
Why you don't? You lying? Look at him. He ain't about the right thing. And you don't know my face. He ain't
So
got-
what's your favorite?
You. Oh, I almost said something, but we on live, so I'm not. But I am gonna say it. That's real black of you. I said it's okay. Nobody be mad. I'm not being racist. I'm black. I know how my people move. That was a mess, but that's my favorite candy. And so let me tell you what's so like.
What is it? I couldn't see it.
You have to show it. Skepnis,
M&M's, peanut.
peanut M&M's, yes. And so I'm just gonna say this. There's a certain friend of mine that we have a standing movie night, and they know that I like peanut
Oh,
M&M's,
word.
and got a container this big.
Wow.
And I was like, if I wanted to do something different, I can't, because peer pressure is causing me to give into this urge. So I just see it as a time for me just to continue to indulge. So I don't blame myself.
Okay.
Wow.
So
Yep.
so maybe you should stop going over her house.
I didn't say it was a her, number one.
Oh,
And number
you did? Oh, wow, okay.
Oh, okay.
And number
All right.
two,
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not going to stop going over there because I enjoy it. I'm just going to eat the M&Ms guilt-free because they forced my hand. So
Oh wow.
You're-
Okay.
what's
Well,
your
maybe it's a setup.
because I feel like
Yeah,
you're just eating it in my face to be funny.
What's your favorite, Bernard?
Reese's Pieces peanut butter cup. My
Reese's.
favorite.
Wait a minute. Is it Reese's peanut butter cup or Reese's Pieces?
Both of them.
Ew.
I love them both.
Oh, okay. Both separately though.
But
Yes,
I think
separately.
they made some with the.
They
with
have
the
them together
in-
too. Yeah, they have them
that
together.
would be too much.
That's like a whole, just like a pan of peanut butter with a little bit of
Well,
chocolate.
That's like
Well, it's like
that's like shoving a Milky Way in an oversized Snickers. I mean, why the hell would you do that? And it's just a bit too much.
It's an abomination.
It's like taking Scotch tape and wrapping a Twix and a Kit Kat together. It's like there's no
right,
point.
right, right.
It's
Instant
too
cavity.
much.
And then on top of that,
we just came for your candy.
yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. But it's okay because it kind of reminds me of the Buckeyes. You guys familiar with the Buckeye candies?
Those are nasty.
Oh, the Christmas Buckeye candies.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I had never had those until,
I
of
have.
course, I married someone that was from Cincinnati, and so it was like a tradition, like somebody always had to make them. So I found, well, I didn't actually, she did. She found a better recipe, and it's not a Buckeye ball. And actually, if you like peanut butter cups, then you would probably like this one. It's they call it peanut butter bark. So you take the melted chocolate and you put it on top of wax paper in like a cookie sheet. You let that solidify, and then you spread a thin layer of peanut butter on that. Right? And then you top it off with the chocolate, and then you put that in the fridge, you let that solidify, and then you can't cut it because the chocolate is like rock hard. So you basically just take the cookie sheet and just like bang it on the table, and it breaks into perfect little pieces.
I can deal with
perfect.
That.
It's absolutely perfect.
Yeah, I would eat Reese's, but it's I used to, but it's just like you know how dogs will eat peanut butter like off the spoon. It makes me feel like that.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, but that is the perfect chocolate and peanut butter recipe. I mean, it's absolutely too bad Bernard wasn't here to hear it, because
he doesn't hear it.
I heard it.
Oh, come on!
I heard it.
He likes
Reese,
that, and he just ate my favorite candy in my face. He's good.
It's peanuts and chocolate, same thing.
No, different. Oh gosh, everything is different about it. You're eating a pad of peanut butter, just so you know.
You're eating a whole nut.
A whole nut. I think you're okay. Even I think you're stretching here, man. You're really stretching here.
Hold on, let's break it down. Here, I'm making it easy for you guys. Let's settle this. It's
settled.
Do you have the ingredients?
No, he's gonna bite it and show us. Like that's really rude.
This is the ratio. You probably can't see it because it's all blurry.
How did you do that? How did you do that?
See?
You just bite the candy shell off.
You guys are great.
You see that?
Yeah,
like that, and then look at this.
Yeah.
There's more peanuts here than it is chocolate.
So peanut butter though is peanut concentrate with sugar added into it.
Well, let me chew this up and spit it out, and then we're going to test it further. I'm just kidding.
Chew it up. Actually, you would have to chew up about 4 of them.
No, the bag.
Spit them out, condense them with sugar, shove them then in a little chocolate shell. Eat it. Tell us what you think.
You guys are gross. Let's move on, because if you open your mouth with that peanut in your mouth, I'm fading away.
Here we go. So I'm playing.
I was getting ready to be out of here. Like, I will see y'all later. That's
After you watched it though. After you watched it, because your eyes were like so wide open, you was like, "Oh my God, it's going down."
That's so gross. That's what happens when you play with boys. Let's go. Moving on.
Moving on.
You know, we actually haven't talked about what's good this week.
Well, I think mine kind of
don't think I didn't notice.
Mine kind of bled into the whole Halloween, but that was last week though. That was Saturday. So for this week, I would have to say what's been good is that America hasn't burned down.
Well, yeah, I guess.
But because
depending on how you want to look at it.
So
they're waiting.
Well,
silver lining. Oh, it hasn't.
Kenny, did you just say they're waiting?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're waiting.
That's what I thought you said. Yeah.
Who's waiting?
Well, whoever
on standby.
Yes.
Those guys.
Stand by.
Stand by.
Stand down.
What? No, he didn't tell him to stand down. What was it he said?
Stand down, stand by.
Stand by. Yep. Yeah.
It was stand down and stand by.
Yeah. Grab your.
I'm gonna look him in the camera. I need you to look in the camera and say it right now. I need the Proud Boys to stand down and stand by.
Stand by. You know,
okay, and that's their sign too.
Yeah, right. He did it. You know what makes me mad about that is that the when you're texting somebody and use the word okay, it always comes up with the okay sign. And what makes me mad about that is I always see it and I'm like, no, they cannot have the okay sign. No, jackasses, you take everything else and turn it into hate. You can't take an okay sign too. No, go away with yourselves.
With yourselves.
Yeah.
Go with yourself.
Go away
Go
with
find
yourself.
a bridge and jump off it.
Yeah.
Go somewhere with yourself.
Why don't you slide under a truck or something? Come on, go away from me. Taking my okay sign.
And then everything will be okay.
And then everything will be okay. All the
Now we'll
haters
be right with the world.
Yeah, right.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, that's what's been good. What about you guys?
Shakina? That's right.
Introduce some new products, some new items to the hashtag Swerve family. So I'm excited about that. We were in the works for a little while. Back to the drawing board on getting ready to get things together for a new hoodie release. And so we have some things going. I'm really excited about that. And I had a real reflective and emotional moment. I'm looking at some of the samples and things that he created for me, just because for me, I was just it was just like a super revelatory moment. Like God was just helping me to see. I think I was actually wearing a hashtag Swerve shirt that day. Like I'm wearing an idea. Like this all started, with a thought. And so to see it actually happening and growing and things like that, it's just very exciting, and it's encouraging to just keep moving forward. So that's my
That's good.
Nice. That is awesome.
Excellent.
That is awesome.
Chris, did you say your what's
Chris?
No, I didn't have one. I didn't say one yet.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say he didn't have one. He's gonna bring it up to not say anything. No, make something up.
Make something up.
Bring it.
Lie to us.
I had a really good biscuit the other day.
Oh
no. Actually, I did, but that wasn't my good thing. I mean, it was a fair biscuit. I mean, it wasn't the greatest. I can probably.
I hope your wife didn't make it.
So, no, we had to order.
Okay. I was about to say.
Okay. What was the biscuit from? Was it from like Popeye's chicken?
No, it was from KFC.
Ew.
Figured.
I know, and it got to me, and it was cold.
Eat the fake chicken?
It was cold.
Ew.
Anyway, so but that wasn't eating that. That wasn't my good thing. So I have been asked to do some writing. So I am writing. Hey, Diana, I am writing 2 screenplays.
Ooh.
Yeah, almost as we speak, because I was working on one of them right before I logged in. Like I looked at the time and it said 10 till 9, and I'm like, ooh, crap. So I yeah, because I was in the middle. I was in the middle of yeah. So I've been asked to do 2, and they're short films. But I'm excited about that.
Congrats! I'm excited about that.
Thank you.
That's super cool.
I can't wait. See what's in that head of yours.
Well, I will say this, and this might change your mind on if you want to see what's in my head. I was asked to do these 2 for a larger work of anthology, dealing with in the horror movie genre. So I was asked to do that, and actually, I can't say what it is that I've written, but here's what I can say though. So when I was asked to do it, the first thing that goes through my head is, okay, so there should be boundaries here. A horror film is supposed to horrify you. It's not a slasher film. It's not just, you know what I mean? It's not just slashing and just for the sake of doing it. It's I think why people enjoy Stephen King novels and Stephen King based movies is because there's plot, there's twist, there's
he
something
messed
going
with
on
it.
in there. Is it
Mhm.
scary? Yes, it is scary. Is it horrifying? Yes, it should be because it's a horror film. So one of them, I really took that to heart, and I have made sure that I have something that when you're done watching, you're probably going to be silent and say to yourself, "Whew, that was some effed
Oh,
up
thanks,
stuff."
Chris.
I
I have
I
to
can't
force
wait to
myself
see
to
it.
watch it because you wrote it and you're one of my
wrote it.
favorite people. So I'm gonna have to
wrote
watch
it.
something scary,
I
and then you're
know.
gonna make me think thereafter.
Well, it
Thanks.
shouldn't. It shouldn't be scary because, I mean, now you really know it's fake, right? I mean, you know the guy who wrote it. It's like one of those.
I have a great imagination, so that's why I can't watch scary stuff.
And that's actually something else that I've been thinking of as I write these things is I don't actually show some of the things. I let you hear things. I let you see shadows of things. I let you. I have things insinuated, but I don't show anything because I think the brain can come up with something better than I can. Your brain can come up with something to scare you more than I can come up with something that would scare you. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I want your imagination. So when we say that there's something there and all you see is a shadow moving, what is it? I'm going to let your brain figure that out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
No.
Yeah. And that reminds me of the movie Scare Me. Remember, Shakina?
Yes. Oh
and
my
it was
God.
just that. It was all about sound and insinuating and shadows.
Yeah.
And it was so freaking good. It was like a love letter to us filmmakers. Like, I highly recommend it. If you guys haven't seen that, go see it.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
that's how you scare people. That is the perfect way to do it. So,
No, thanks. I'll wait for you guys to hear about, for you guys to, and then somebody can tell me and I can feel like I was there without.
There you go. There you go. There you go. I tell you what, after it comes out, what I'll do is I will send you a copy of the script. You can read it at leisure. See, you don't have to watch it. You're just reading.
My mind is still with me.
With the lights on. With the lights on.
It'll still scare you.
But here's the other thing. I live with people who like to scare people, right? So if I were like reading your script, I have too many kids that thinks it's hilarious to scare the crap out of me.
Do you know what would be really good?
They do stuff. They scare you to the where you're like running in place scared. Like
what would be good is if the copy of the script that I send to Shakina is like she's halfway through the script and then in parentheses she reads a side note that says, "Holy crap, Shakina, don't move. Don't move."
Oh my God.
and then
just put those words. Just put those words in there. Just say, "Holy crap, don't
care if it's a day.
Don't move."
If you do that for me. Okay.
Just keep reading. Just keep reading and don't move.
So V ate my candy and you're trying to scare me. I got both of y'all.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know. And Halloween is already past us.
No,
I know.
It's just
so we're safe.
We are.
We're safe.
We got to wait until next year. And actually, this greater anthology that I'm doing this for actually isn't going to come out until next year.
Oh, okay. So I have some time to get brave.
You do. You do. I mean, we have to film it sooner than later. I mean, there's a time limit we have, but they're not going to release it until next October.
Okay, I have time.
Okay.
Yeah. So during my Thanksgiving and holiday season, I'll be thinking of, murder and mayhem and all kinds of stuff.
I told you I need to quit doing that. Somebody might feel real disrespected. I don't even know if I'm doing it right. But okay. Next.
Okay.
What are we talking about?
Speaking of all of this horror and people holding their breath, everybody is trying to figure out who's going to be America's next daddy.
I am. Do you know why?
Why?
Do you know why? Because apparently, and I didn't know this until Trump did it, but you don't even have to win anything to say that you won the election. So I'm going to say, nope. I'm going to take his lead, and I'm going to say right here tonight on the Slanted Brow Show, I'm going to claim my victory to the office of the President of the United States.
Well, I'm interested. Who's your running mate?
You are. You are. Yeah, you are. Okay, well, Bernard. Okay, Bernard is. Yep, here we go.
I just want keys to the White House.
Well, all right. Then you have to be the running mate.
No, I don't want the responsibility. I just want access.
Too late.
No.
Right, so let's play this word out. So Chris, you're the president.
Because I said so. Yes.
Yeah.
Because apparently, according to Trump, if you say something out loud, it must be true.
Okay, but
it has to be true.
I'm a billionaire.
Yep. Okay.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Right.
Wait, what did B plus say?
B plus just said.
Oh, Georgia and Pennsylvania
are virtually tied.
But wait, question.
It really doesn't matter. All Biden needs is Nevada. Yes. You in the middle. Yes.
Grasshopper has a question.
Yes.
So,
okay.
So regardless of what, this isn't looking like it's going in Trump's favor anyway, right?
No.
No.
Okay, that's all I care about. I don't care about anything else.
No. Actually, honestly, it's in my favor because I said it out loud, and ergo, it is true.
Okay, Chris, you're the president.
These are the new times that we live in, folks. I don't know where you guys have been. I mean, if you say it out loud, it's true.
It has to be true.
No. So I've been.
I'm the most handsome man known to mankind.
Listen, and that's your whole pitch.
Yeah.
You'll be elected.
Period.
But so while we're waiting for the results and everything, people have been putting up posts. I feel like I'm on an episode of Maury waiting. There was another one where someone was like, I feel like my parents are getting a divorce and they're trying to figure out who I'm going to live with, but I really just want to live with grandma. I mean, people are creative. It's not even funny. And I'm like, that's exactly what's needed right now. Because I feel like all of this attention for nothing, they're just playing with people.
Yeah.
Just don't say anything until you know what it is. Just
actually, that's a good point. Grandpa in this situation would be Obama. So can we just all go live with Grandpa?
I'm never leaving.
While they're figuring this out, we'll just go hang at Grandpa's house.
And then while we're hanging out there, we'll just wait for Uncle Joe to show up and take us home.
Yeah.
Right, come on, kids.
Come on, kids.
I'm sorry you had to see that.
The creepy uncle anyway.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see.
This has been one heck of an election because from what I'm hearing, the talks about that Trump could still form a coup and not leave office and all these other little loopholes.
So that's actually an impossibility.
Because how?
Because here's what happens. According to law, by January 20th, the new president or the person that was actually lawfully elected as president has to take office. Now, if it is still disputed by the time the new Senate and House comes, then the Senate and House appropriations then count them themselves. They will, of course, come to the exact same conclusion because it's all from their own states, right? So nobody's going to come out and say, well, my state lied. No, they didn't. So they're all going to come out with the same numbers. And then by law, the administration that is still in the White House then has to answer to the incoming president. Now that's just actual federal law.
That's just the way it is.
It is, yes. So it is for him to even put out the idea that he would be able to just stick around is about as insane of an idea as him saying, I'm going to go to the Supreme Court and ask them to stop counting because I'm losing.
That
right?
is wild.
So it makes as much sense. You can't do that, nor can you just sit there in the White House after January 20th.
Well, check this out, though.
You can't do that either.
Here's the other thing that's so absolutely ridiculous, that if they stop counting now, then he wins. You still lost.
But
they stop counting right now. Like, come on.
You
That's why I was like, I unplug. Like, I'm gonna wake up. When I wake up in the morning, y'all tell me what y'all came up with. I don't want to hear no more. Okay, it's Native Heritage Month. There are now 6 Native Americans in Congress. Wow. There's been some other records broken too. Wow.
Diana, could you correct me if I'm wrong?
Josh!
Are they also,
hey, Josh.
Are those Native Americans also women? Because I think they are. Hey, Josh.
Wow. Josh,
hey,
we love you.
We're sending our prayers with you, bro.
Yeah.
Much love.
We love you.
Yes, we really, really do.
I was
really
not expecting it, man. Wow.
And it's good to see you tonight.
Yeah, definitely. They have,
On another note,
they've definitely broken records.
I believe there are 3 women. Okay.
In this election.
Yeah. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, so we're breaking records. I mean, in the midst of all the crap that's happening in 2020, this is an unbelievable year. It would never. It's going to go down in history as like the year, the year stuff happened.
Mm-hmm.
You know, starting in January. Like I don't know about you, but for me, the first sign of this being a bad year was when Kobe was out. And it was like, that was a shock.
Oh, yeah.
Like that was like, even saying it now was like, it doesn't even feel real, And then everything else followed. It was like, oh, you thought that was bad. Like,
well, hold my beer.
There's an 18-year-old who is a state house representative. Do you see the comment?
I don't know.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
What?
Could you tell us who that is?
I'm like, wow.
Oh, by the way, B+, don't think I didn't notice that you called me Uncle Chris. Thank you very much.
Right.
I am the weird uncle that will just drop by your house at any moment.
You're not the weird uncle.
Raid your fridge for beers and then just leave. After I ask you if you got a roll of quarters, then just leave the house. And
so random. Why?
So random, right?
Because he has to wash later. I don't know.
Right? Right?
He washes
because it's something a weird person would ask for. Hey, thanks for the beer. Hey, do you have a roll of quarters?
Or gives like useless information like, hey, don't pick your nose, it hurts. Like dumb stuff.
Yeah.
I know people that do stuff like, oh gosh.
Yeah.
Like you just smile. And don't ask questions.
If you itch between your toes with your sock, you scrape your skin.
Ew.
Well, you have a good time, kid. Just walk out.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I gotta go.
Whatever you.
The weird uncle. Thanks, Uncle Chris. Yeah. Man, I love it when he stops by.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
So who is considered America's creepy uncle or weird uncle? Is it Weird Al?
Oh, I don't know. You know what? By process of elimination, we could actually probably find our nation's weirdest uncle.
Uncle Sam.
But then again, we'd have to interview them. Yeah. Tony LaBranch.
Oh, wow.
Okay. 18 years old in Congress.
That's impressive.
There you go.
That person's going to go down in history if America is still around as being
if America is still around.
The longest, because if that guy lives to be like 90, he's going to hold the record like at being like 70 years old 70 years in Congress or working in politics. That's going to be impressive.
Okay,
Yeah.
somebody might say I'm sounding like a hater, but whatever. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, you got a lot
About
of, you
what?
probably has a lot of book knowledge at 18, but a lot of
Listen, if nobody's stepping up to the plate,
I get it, but I'm just saying, like me, I'm like, I need some street cred behind that. Like, you just got out of high school, virtual high school at that. I want some street cred. I want to see where you didn't overcame and persevered and made some changes. Not being a hater, that's great. That's awesome. Like, that's like,
right?
he had to. Well, I will say this: he has had to have been like serious in pursuing this and on track to get to that place. So I'm not taking that from him. But
Yeah,
I
that's
just,
pretty dope,
I'm
though.
41 and I have, I got young adults. I'm like, you leading?
Yeah, I
Whew.
think I think the most turmoil that I had hit when I was 18 was every weekend trying to get somebody to buy us beer. I think that's the most turmoil I've
I
had.
can't.
Now I don't know if that
Oh
qualified me.
gosh, wait a minute. Just shut my mouth all the way. Oh, whoa, shut my mouth wide open. Look at her post. See, now we have to have V put it in here, but oh my gosh.
How did V put it in there when he's not
Don't
here?
know. He's the afterthought, the thought like that we make up. He's the go slanted brow. I don't know how he's doing this. Oh my gosh.
Well, there you go, LaBranch.
Well, you know what? You got my respect. Wow.
That's pretty
And
amazing.
now Bernard's back again.
I asked for street cred. I got it. There you go.
Yeah,
There you go. Thank you for
that's
showing
pretty
that.
genius.
That's whoa.
Makes me kind of like look at my life like V, what am I doing? I'm like, I haven't had a midlife crisis moment yet, but that may have kickstarted off.
Because an 18-year-old is in office? No, I'm not doing that.
Well, come on. Have you ever? Well, I mean, it's a matter of perspective. I mean, have you ever wanted to hold a political office? I haven't.
No,
I never
You
have.
know what? I was so anti-government when I was in high school. Like I purposefully was like checked out during government class, so I failed that. It wasn't until I became an adult that I was like obsessed with government at one point. So I was out doing marches. I was doing like street parties, like DJing and stuff like that, gathering people around and stuff. So I could have been like one toe in to wanting to run in some type of capacity, but I said, nah, I got other better things to do with my personal life.
Yes, I don't. I of course am all for going in for all the grassroots movements. But no, holding an office has never really been a huge plan.
Not me. You know why not me? Because I like to turn off the world when I want to. I like to just be able to do me when I want to. And when you get in certain spaces like that, people are going to always expect you to be on, and you got to be on, and you got to. Okay. I like going to my house, sitting in that mug, and doing me. Want to answer no questions? Want to come up with policies? No.
Well, I mean, you do enough government and governing within your own household with all those brains and stuff. So
you have a country in that house.
Yeah,
that's why I always say the United States of Shekinah. I'm telling you.
There you go.
Right, right.
I'm sorry.
You hold all three branches, and everybody else are peasants.
That's right. They're peasants, and they don't get to vote.
My children would be like, "We're what?" Respectfully,
you'd be like, "Listen." You'd be like, "Peasant number 1, silence. Peasant number 2, go pick up peasant number 4, and peasant number 6, get over here."
Well, I think
peasant number 6 would be like, "You get over here."
Well, it is more like a monarchy because they don't get to vote who's in charge, right?
No.
Right.
No.
Right. It is the queen. It is the queen mum. You are the queen mum.
Oh, so that means that makes her a mumarchy.
Yeah, that's That's nice.
I will fight you.
Wow.
I just need you to know that I will. You and I it's gonna happen. It will be televised too.
Was that
so they
a
know it's a fair fight?
that was
I'm gonna have
just
to.
a dad joke or something?
Oh
It
God.
was. It,
Yeah,
it
single
was a
moms,
great dad
like,
joke.
and single dads.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I turned it off because I don't want them playing with my emotions. I feel like, it's a lot of stuff that's fear induced and all that, and I just don't want to. Like, I did my part. I went and voted. Shout out to Springdale who did their thing. I was in and out in 45 minutes.
Nice.
45 minutes on election day. I was in and out in 45 minutes. They did an awesome job.
Okay, so you were there on election day, right? Okay, so I got to ask a question because all day on different talk shows on the radio or TV, the big question was, so did you run into any problems there? Was there anybody being weird about anything outside or that you experienced?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Did you go on voting day too?
Yeah.
So there was one. Well, wait, I was going to say there was one thing that was so funny. I feel like I have a lag, so hopefully you guys can hear what I'm saying. There was one thing that was very funny. There was a poll worker, and he was a young Black guy, and he made eye contact with me in a way like almost to say, I know who you voting for, right? And it was so funny because I just kind of gave him. It was so funny because he was like, he didn't apply any pressure and he didn't ask me like with his words. He wasn't holding a certain sign, but he just kind of gave me a look like, I'm like, you know what it is. Let me go in here.
Right. That's hilarious. It's like, that's almost borderline illegal, like persuasive gestures.
He didn't say anything.
Like,
One of
eye contact.
One of my favorite pictures that I've seen on Facebook. Well, there are a lot of really good ones coming out about all this, but one of them that I just saw today was, and I sat there and I looked at the picture and then I just started laughing because I thought it's sophomoric, but yeah, that's funny. So there's a line of people at this polling place, and there's a cat like in the line, and like people have like there's a guy behind the cat, there's somebody in front of the cat. And it's like they're all standing in line. The cat's just standing there in line. And the title under it is, "He'll Never Grab Me Again." I'm going to vote, so he'll never grab me again.
Okay, I guess that is the silver lining. Silver freaking linings. And
I looked at that, and it was a friend of mine that posted it, who is a woman and a huge Biden fan. And she posted that, and I looked at it, and it took me a second because I'm like, I don't get the. He did say that. He did. I forgot he did that. He did that. But then you look at the cat, and the cat actually looks like the cat's just like looking over at the camera, like, mine's taking a while.
Absolutely hilarious. There has been some really great memes going around, but the one that took the cake for me, I don't know if you guys seen it or not, but it's a super long GIF of Trump dancing on a ship that's sinking. Have you guys seen that?
Yeah,
I know which one you're talking about. I know
like doing his little dance and stuff. Absolute comedy. It was so well done.
He's and that's kind of a recent thing, isn't it? People taking his videos of him dancing, and like I've been seeing a lot of those lately, and they entertain me greatly. So I mean, I'm not complaining, but yeah.
But you know what though? I'm like really waiting to kind of see. But it's like I want to see, and this is the question. Like, I want you to really think about. Why is it that it seems that a lot of the creative people that are creating this content are like Democrats or like, from the left? And it's like you don't see none of that stuff except for these cheap CNN on these wrestler faces clotheslining, getting clotheslined by like a fox, or like
Mhm.
it's like the quality is just not there. Like they don't have a
No,
funny bonus scene. So
it's
am
like
I am I wrong?
they almost got there. Not quite. No,
Yeah,
you're not wrong. You're
okay.
not
Funny.
wrong
I
at
just
all.
want I just because I'm not seeing nothing funny. I want to laugh at Joe too. I want to laugh at Kamala. I'm an equal opportunist when it comes to offending people. Like I don't take sides.
There's something
Everybody can
funny
get
about
it.
everyone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everybody can get it, including me. So I want Joe to get it. Like I'm waiting for that funny meme to come out, and all I see is just like in favor of Joe, like Joe with the fly swatter talking about like, yeah,
Mhm.
like I did that, stuff like that. I'm like, I don't
The
know.
best memes were the ones when Obama was still president, and it was always Obama and Biden, and it was them talking to each other. Do you guys remember those? And it was always like
Yes,
Obama, like saying
laughing.
something, laughing, and Biden's like, you know. I love those. Oh, good
Yep.
night, Diane.
Or like the one with Obama in the war room, and he's like laughing at the table.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Still, like my favorite Jeff, and I know Bernard,
Yep.
yours is the confused little girl that
Yes.
sits there and like does this.
Yeah.
Mine,
Oh my God.
when used correctly, and now some people use it, and I'm like, nope, it's not funny. It's got to be used correctly, and then it's funny. Is the one where Obama's sitting there like this, and he's like,
Yes. That's a perfect impression. Yep. Like,
it's like he's actually
I
saying
gotta
what
look it up. I gotta go
over
look
and
it up.
over again in his head. He just keeps, he's saying, what the hell? I don't get why. I don't,
right.
you know,
Right.
I mean, there's
Right.
no point.
Exactly. It's like
No,
It's like,
I haven't
like this
seen
should be
it. I
easy.
have to go look for it.
You haven't seen that one? Oh my gosh.
No.
it's my favorite one. But again, only when it's used correctly. I mean, sometimes people just kind of like use it willy nilly. And it's like,
No.
no, it's not funny. It's got to be put in
Oh yeah, they
context.
have to be appropriate.
Somebody has to say something really stupid, and then boom, Obama wondering, WTF did you just do
Like
that
what?
for? You know,
Oh my gosh.
and
Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up.
are you? I love that one.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Where are
hey,
you gonna
do you know what else you
find
need?
it? Are you gonna find it?
Yes, I am.
Do you know what else I've been thinking of this week? Since we
What's
kind of
that?
know that somebody's going to lose, don't you have a special loser sign?
Oh, I've been waiting on that. Listen, let me tell you. I have been
Oh,
thinking on that
Oh,
heavily.
I've been thinking about it too because I know darn well that sign needs to come back out. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah, look. Like what the heck? I don't get this. What?
wow.
Why? He's asking. Why? There's no reason. It's just like
I am gonna use that after talking
Like
to
what?
my kids. It's gonna fit. I know it.
I don't even know why you did that. What? Can you explain
Like,
this to me? I can't. Okay. All right.
Oh my gosh, he is the coolest guy. I promise. He's the
He
coolest
is.
guy without even trying. That's what makes it cool.
Okay, so Bernard, you said that you had a plan for your
Deal
loser.
with it. Deal with it. What?
yes, I do. I do have a plan.
Oh, funny.
See, I don't
Oh
know.
crap. Oh, that's gonna be on so many timelines when it's finally declared. You mad? You big mad a little bit. That's kind of old, but oh gosh. That's me right now. Come on, man.
Just deal with it.
Votes
what
are
I
being
find?
tallied.
What I find funny is
What's that?
is all the people on Facebook who were claiming that all the Democrats were snowflakes when Trump was elected. And now they are so anti-intelligent. I mean, they don't like intelligence of any kind. They're anti-intelligent to the point where now they don't even like counting, and they're mad because their guy's losing, and they're all going harumph. Speaking of crybabies, good Lord, people,
Yeah. And they all see the same map that we see. Like to me, like, okay, for example, this is what blows
Willful
my mind.
blindness.
Is that you have Fox News that says this is too close to call, but then everybody else is like, we're just waiting on Nevada.
Yeah.
Right.
Like nobody's even thinking about like Pennsylvania, Georgia, stuff. Like we're not even concerned about that. Like it's like, dude, you can have those. Take those. Just give us what's already light blue.
All we need are the 6 electoral votes from Nevada. That's all we need.
That's it.
And then he hits 270, and we can all go home. Hello, we're done.
Yep.
But if he does then what?
If he does what?
You said he needs the 6 votes. If he doesn't get them for some reason, then what? Or is that even possible?
Yeah.
If he doesn't get to 270, then he loses. He needs 270 electoral votes. And so if he doesn't get it, then he's going to lose. But thank you for showing that. See, if you look, see where Nevada, right next to California, it's light. No, the chances are pretty slim, I think. But look at Nevada there. I mean, see how it's light blue? Last I saw, they had 75% of the vote. Is that still
change?
84% of the vote, and he is just 0.1% of a full percent off from Donald Trump. So that's too close for comfort.
Oh, I haven't seen a new map. I haven't seen where they actually moved it closer.
Yeah, that is way too close. Pennsylvania is way too close. If I was Trump, I wouldn't like that. North Carolina, who really cares? And then go down to Georgia. Honestly, that's too. But I mean, look at that. Look at that.
Look at that.
49.4, 49.4. So and that's 99%. So here's what it is, folks. And they're still saying that they're swaying towards Trump. Okay, but look at the numbers. Go back to Georgia. Go back to Georgia. Because if you do, he is winning by 2,100 some odd. That's how much he's with that. Those are the votes. That's
right.
So Biden.
So I'm asking.
So Biden in this last bit has to come up with. I mean, if Biden in this last 1% of the vote could come up with 4,000 or 5,000 votes, then he'd win. If Donald Trump stands still.
Wow. So actually, Georgia.
I have not been watching.
Like Georgia can actually be the determining state as well if they get their results in quicker.
There's a slim chance. Here, do something fun. Go over to Alaska and see why nobody cares.
Oh.
Sorry, Alaska, but I mean, I think we know where you're going here.
They're just 3.
Yeah. We're cool, Alaska. You and me are still cool.
Wait,
we're still good.
You can't say that.
I can, only because I've always wanted to go. So, Hawaii. You know what? Okay, Hawaii. Go to Hawaii. How many electoral votes does Hawaii have?
4.
Wow, they have one more than Alaska. Man, Alaska, you suck. You must feel bad about yourself.
No, don't say that. I think one of our viewers is like from Alaska or something. I don't say that.
You know what? Okay, if one of our listeners is from Alaska tonight, or at any point in time, I want to see you comment because personally, now I'm impressed that somebody from Alaska is watching our show down here in Cincinnati. And to you, I say good evening, or I don't really know what time it is. I hope you're having a nice dinner. There's probably dinner.
Yes.
Yeah,
Dinner time.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I have absolutely no idea.
It's probably cold too.
Like, I'm just rambling at this point. It's okay.
I'm murmuring to myself.
It's okay. I just need this to be done.
Well, okay. Well, we are. I mean, we've been on the air for an hour.
Not us.
Wow. Dag, you pulled me real quick. I'm like, what?
Right.
Oh,
Chris.
No, I still want to hear what your plan is for, or do you not? Are you going to leave it a surprise? Your plan for the loser shirt.
I'll leave it for a surprise.
Okay. Well, now I'm on pins and needles.
Yes.
Join the rest of the world. So are a lot of other people.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
Well,
I'm doing it. I'm not
you know
joining.
what time it is, kids.
I know.
What?
There go Uncle Ike. It's been fun, guys.
There goes that uncle again.
Yep.
Oh,
hey,
Lord,
before I
Santa
go,
Browse.
do you guys have a roll of quarters I could borrow?
No, but I got a word of advice. I got a word.
I don't.
Yeah.
Don't pick between your toes. It hurts.
Oh.
At least that's what the last creepy uncle told me.
Don't do that. Don't take a brush between your toes. That hurts.
Ew.
Yeah.
A brush.
I'm just coming up with random things. I'm coming up with random things now.
Gross.
Because it's
so gross.
I know it is.
And don't use pipe cleaners to take a shower and clean your body with.
Okay.
Or at least in certain places. Right? See, there's another instance when I let your brain do all the imagination for me. I didn't have to say anything.
You didn't. You're right.
No.
I will partially blame you.
I let the brain do its thing, man.
Oh.
That should be my new
so
motto.
disturbing.
Let the brain do its thing.
Cringy. My mind doesn't work like that. I want to join this little cringe fest, but I can't. Let me.
You are in your mind though. In your mind.
Thanks to you guys. Thanks.
Yeah.
For the
your brain has slid right into the cringe fest.
Cringe in training. That's what she is right now.
I got one.
What's that?
Don't share your toothbrush. I heard it's disgusting. That's not cringy enough. I think we know that way. Oh,
don't use a toothbrush that's been sitting on the tank of the toilet.
Ew.
Yeah, see, you thought about it.
Some people do clean with toothbrushes.
Some people do. I didn't say that it was.
I got one.
Okay, all right.
Don't eat with the hand you wipe with.
Yeah.
Yep. That's pretty nasty.
That is,
That's nasty.
I told you, if I stick around y'all, I'm gonna come up with
that should go without saying, but I mean,
like,
wow.
Don't step out of a porta-john and eat a sandwich. Don't.
Look at Chris's face. Oh my God.
No, I'm trying to think of all the instances, where that would seriously apply.
Kings Island.
Kings Island.
Ew.
Anytime you're camping,
Oh my gosh. But I'm sorry.
You don't go to the bathroom and then reach for the granola bar afterwards.
The chocolate one.
That's nasty. That's it.
The baby Ruth.
Right now, that's gross.
You're thinking of a baby Ruth now, aren't you?
Or how about this? Like if you're ever gonna go back for seconds on this punch drink at a party, just use your cup. Just dip it out with your cup.
There you
Don't
go.
ever. That is so disgusting. Ugh. Look
Well,
at Chris
folks-
looks like his stomach is turning. That is so funny.
No, I keep trying to think of something else cringy, and then it occurred to me while I'm sitting here trying to think of it. I'm like, well, folks, you heard it here first. It's like
We have to
Like,
end his life. There's
it's
still
like
something.
it's like these are the thoughts we would like for you to rest with tonight.
Yep, go to
Lay
bed.
your, lay your weary little head down on your pillow.
Don't worry about the election.
Think about don't worry about the election. Think about the guy who stepped out of the porta-john and immediately started eating a sandwich with his dirty hands.
And offered you some and you accepted.
Yeah.
He broke it off like, here, guy.
Yeah. He tore it off with his hand and handed you with it with that. Yeah, that's what he did.
Put it up to your mouth.
No,
even.
ooh, you know how people like, oh, it could be worse. You could have ate a sandwich from somebody who didn't wash their hands. It could be worse.
It could be
You
worse.
could be related to Trump. It could always be worse.
Would you rather be related to Donald Trump or eat a sandwich given to you by somebody who just duked it out in a porta-john and didn't wash their hands?
Ew, that's hard.
Give
hard.
me Trump.
I don't know.
Give me Trump all day.
Really? You would rather be related to Trump?
Yes.
That's
Hands
hard.
down.
That's hard.
See, I think that's a hard one to. Yeah,
that's a hard one.
I don't have.
It's like this.
I don't have an.
Days. Family is for life.
I don't have an immediate answer for that. I mean, if I get trichinosis or something, I can always go to the hospital and get
Oh, right. But if you're a Trump, that's.
When you're a Trump,
see,
you're a Trump for life.
I want that money.
I knew that's why you said that. What makes you think he shares?
I don't want his money.
What makes you think he shares?
I don't want his money. He can keep it.
Listen, if I can get close enough, I'm sure I can get him to break something off.
That's
like what?
It's gonna cost you something.
Yeah, it is.
He's the creepy uncle. Remember,
it's going to cost you your principles and dignity. That's what it's.
No, he's gonna be like, I'll give you $1 million, but come sit on my lap and talk to me.
Oh, you know what?
Oh, would you do that, Bernard?
On that note,